Hello children, good morning. In the previous video we discussed about a general characteristic property of a modern periodic table with respect to group. Okay, means how property changes in a group. Right, now we will discuss about general characteristic property of modern periodic table with respect to periods. Right, and these property will include number of cell, how number of cell vary in a period or it remains same, number of electron in valence cell, valency, size of atom, property of element, metallic character. How these property in a particular period behave, these things we will discuss in today's video. Apart from this, we will also try to cover the last topic of this chapter, usage of periodic table. So let us start with general characteristic property of modern periodic table with respect to period, and it includes the first point 8, number of cell. Right, so if we talk about number of cell in a period, when we move from left to right in a periodic table, when we move from left to right in a periodic table, number of cell remains same, right? We can see one example of period number 3, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. Right? Here number of cell we can see, electronic configuration of sodium atomic number 11 is 281, it indicating number of cell is 3, magnesium 12, 2, 8 and 2, number of cell is 3, KLM. Here atomic number is 13, electronic configuration is 283, again number of cell is 3. Here electronic configuration will be 284, indicating that number of cell is 3 only. Okay, so when we move left to right in a periodic table, in period, the number of cell remains same. Example I have given you all, the period number 3. Right? Now come at second general property in a period. Number of electron in the valence cell. Valence cell. If you talk about number of electron in the valence cell, in a given period, the number of electron in the valence cell increases from left to right. So when we move left to right in a period, number of valence electron increases by 1. You can see here, I have given the example of period number 2. 281, valence electron is 1. Here you can see, as we are moving left to right, valence electron is 2, here valence electron is 3, here 4, here will be 5, here 6, here 7. Right? So when we move left to right in a period, number of valence electron increases by 1. Or you can say it increases. Right? Third general property is valency. Valency, I hope you people know, it is a combining capacity of an atom. So if we talk about valency of element when we move left to right in a period, with respect to hydrogen, it increases arithmetically from 1 to 4 and back to 1 again. What I told, with respect to hydrogen means combining capacity with respect to hydrogen. Okay, so when we talk about valency of element in a period from left to right, with respect to hydrogen, it increases arithmetically from 1 to 4 and back to 1. Okay, so with respect to hydrogen, hydrogen, it increases it increases 1 to 4 and back to 1 and again back to 1. First it increases 1 to 4, then decreases by 1. 4 will convert into 3, then 2, then again 1, back to 1. For example, let's see lithium, period number 2, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. With respect to hydrogen, we can see the combining capacity. It forms LiH, lithium hydride, BeH2, beryllium hydride, BH3, boron hydride. Then come methane, CH4, ammonia, you can see here, NH3, oxygen, H2O, fluorine, HF. So you can see how the number of valency, how valency is increasing. With the lithium, valency is 1, beryllium valency is 2 because 2 hydrogen. We all know with respect to hydrogen, valency can be defined as how much hydrogen atom is combining with a particular element. Right? So here with lithium, 1 hydrogen atom is combining, so valency 1. Here with beryllium, 2 hydrogen combining, valency 2. With boron, 3 hydrogen combining, valency 3. With carbon, 4 hydrogen combining, valency 4. Now you can see it increases first 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1. Now it will decrease. Ammonia, 3 hydrogen is combined, so valency 3. With oxygen, 2 hydrogen combined, so valency 2. With fluorine, 1 hydrogen combined, valency 1. So as I told you all, with respect to hydrogen, first it increases from 1 to 4 and then back to 1. You can see here it is back to 1. It is back to 1. I hope you people understood. Now let's see with respect to oxygen. If we talk about with respect to oxygen, it increases from 1 to 7. The valency in a period when we move left to right with respect to oxygen increases from 1 to 7. So with respect to oxygen, valency of element in a period increases from 1 to 7. 1 to 7. Right? Let's see. We will consider period number 3, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. Right? You can see how sodium can combine with oxygen. It will form Na2O. Right? Here valency is 1. That's why here 2 is a subscript with sodium. Magnesium, it will form MgO. Subscript 2 is present here. So valency 2 with magnesium subscript 2 is present. Then after you can see here aluminium, Al2O3. You can see here subscript 2 with oxygen 3, so valency 3. Okay, here with oxygen subscript 1 is present, valency 1. Here with magnesium in oxygen subscript 2 is present, 2 with magnesium, 2 with oxygen, 2 cancel, that's why valency 2. In aluminium oxide with oxygen subscript 3 is present, so valency will be 3 of aluminium. Now come at silicon, it will form Si2,4, but when you will take common factor it will become SiO2, right? So here when you will calculate the valency it will come 4. With phosphorus we can see it will form P2O5, subscript 5 is with oxygen, so valency is 5. sulfur you can see here, it will form SO3, SO3. It will be S2O6, but when you will take common factor it will become SO3. So here valency will come 6. Okay, with chlorine it will form Cl2O7. Here I am writing it will be Cl2O7, Cl2O7. So you can see here valency is 7. Here valency is 7 because 7 electron is present with chlorine valence shell. So here subscript 7 came. So you can see here whenever we talk with respect to oxygen, valency increases from 1 to 7. But when we talk about with respect to hydrogen, valency first increases up to 4, means it increases 1 to 4, then decreases and back to 1 and back to 1. So I hope you people understood. Now come at next property is size of atom. Size of atom. Property number 4, size of atom. If we talk about size of atom, when we move left to right in a periodic table, I mean in period, atomic size decreases. Atomic size is indicated by R, that is atomic radius. I have already told you all. Atomic radius decreases. Why atomic radius decreases? Because nuclear pull increases. How nuclear pull increases? See, always try to understand. Nuclear pull means the attraction of nucleus toward outermost cell. How strongly nucleus can attract outermost cell and can constrict the size of an atom is called as nuclear pull. And nuclear pull can be defined as on the basis of number of proton present into the nucleus. Okay, as the number of proton will be large, nuclear pull will be very strong. So we all know when we move left to right in a periodic table, the number of protons increases continuously. Okay, I have given you example in back. Let us go in back. See, I have given the example here. Okay, atomic number I have written: sodium 11, magnesium 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You can see here, proton means atomic number, because we all know Z is equal to A is equal to P. Z is equal to P is equal to E, not A. Z is equal to P is equal to E. So atomic number is equivalent to proton. Okay, you can see here proton is 11, then 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and with chlorine 17. So here proton is increasing. Proton is increasing means number of charge over nucleus is increasing. It means nuclear pull is increasing. Okay, whatever number of proton is present in the nucleus of an atom, that determine the nuclear pull of an atom, because proton carry positive charge. So as the number of proton will increase, positive charge over nucleus will increase. When positive charge will increase, it will attract the outermost cell toward very strongly, right? That's why atomic size decreases when we move left to right in a periodic table. I hope you people understood. Clear? Now come at properties of element. Fifth is properties of element. Properties of element. If we talk about properties of element, properties of an element we all know is dependent on number of electron present into the outermost cell. Number of electrons present into the outermost cell. Since in a period number of electron in the valence cell changes. In the previous class I told you all, in a group number of valence electron remains the same. That's why chemical and physical property is almost same. But when we talk about in a period, when we move left to right in a periodic table, the number of valence electron increases by 1. number of valence electron increases by 1. Let us go in back and I will show you all how it increases. Okay, here I have written the electronic configuration. You can see here 281, 282, 283, 284, 285, 287. So you can see here number of valence electron is increasing when we move left to right in a periodic table, right? That's why properties of element vary. Property of element vary gradually, right? Clear? I hope you people understood. So property of element changes when we move left to right in a period because number of valence electron increases by 1, or you can say number of valence electron with different elements are different. Clear? Now come at metallic property. Metallic properties. If we talk about metallic property, or you can say metallic character, I have already told you all about metallic character. Metallic character means the tendency of an atom to lose electron. We all know metal can easily lose electron. So when moving from left to right in a given period, metallic character gradually decreases. Metallic character gradually decreases. Right? That is, it changes from metallic to non-metallic. The last element of each period we all know is inert. We can see the example of second period. I have written here second period element: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Okay, so if we talk about metallic character, you can see here lithium is metal, beryllium is metal, boron is metalloid, carbon is, we all know, non-metal, nitrogen is non-metal, oxygen is non-metal, fluorine is non-metal. So you can see here how from metallic character it is changing to non-metallic character. So on moving from left to right in a period, metallic character gradually decreases. That is, it changes from metallic to non-metallic. Again I am repeating, you can see here lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Lithium is metal, beryllium is metal, boron is non-metal, boron is metalloid, carbon is non-metal, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine is also non-metal. Right? So general property of modern periodic table in terms of period is finished. Okay, now we will see in brief uses of periodic table. Okay, briefly I will tell you all what are the uses of modern periodic table. So periodic table has been useful in predicting the existence of new element. What I told, the first use of periodic table is periodic table has been useful in predicting, to tell in advance the existence of new element, right? So periodic table tell us about upcoming element, existence of new element, where it will be placed into the periodic table. Second is, it has been useful in the past in correcting the properties of element. I have told you all how it is useful in the correction, how it was useful in the correction of certain properties. Third one is, study of elements and their compound has become systematic and easier to remember. We all know, while I told you all why classification is required, that time I told you all classification is required because it helps us to study about the element systematically and in the easy way. The same point is included here. Point number third, what I told you all, study of element and their compound has become systematic and easier to remember in the form of periodic table. Right? Fourth point, position of an element in the periodic table reveals, means discloses, display, position of element in the periodic table, display atomic number, electronic configuration, number of valence electron and certain properties right. Next property is, you can see, use of predictable. Point number 5th, nature of chemical bond, formula of compound formed, and properties of that compound can all be predicted from the periodic table. What kind of bond will form, what will be the formula and property of that compound can be predicted from the periodic table. That's all about usage of periodic table. I hope you people understood in brief. So today we finished the chapter periodic table. Okay, I will give you some homework. Okay, you fill your workbook of chapter periodic table, right, and submit it to me by Monday. Right now you can send me the images of your workbook which include the chapter periodic table through the Campus Care platform. That's all. Thank you so much.